Welcome everyone to episode of Understand Things That Are Way More Complicated Than My Brain Can Handle. Today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of international airspace, specifically the very tense relationship between India and Pakistan's shared skies. This, my friends, is about geopolitics, economics, and a whole lot of drama. So, picture this. You're an Indian airline, right? You've got a plane full of passengers ready to jet set to Europe or the Middle East. Now, you could take the scenic route, flying around Pakistan and adding extra hours to the flight. Or you could just fly straight over Pakistan, saving time, fuel, and probably a whole lot of complaining from hangry passengers. And that, my friends, is the crux of the issue. India, for the most part, uses Pakistan's airspace for those sweet commercial flights, saving them money and keeping everyone on schedule. Of course, there's also the occasional military flyover, but those usually happen when India and Pakistan are feeling, well, let's just say less likely to start throwing mangoes at each other. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, Trevor, does that mean India is totally dependent on Pakistan for air travel? And the answer, my friends, is kind of. Look, it's not like India's planes will fall out of the sky like overcooked noodles if Pakistan decides to close its airspace. India's got options like flying over the Arabian Sea or taking a detour through Central Asia. But here's the catch, these alternatives are like choosing between a long line at the DMV or, well, a slightly less long line at the DMV. They're doable, sure, but they also mean more fuel, more time, and ultimately more money, and nobody wants that, especially in this economy. Okay, let's say Pakistan decides to close its airspace to India. Maybe they're feeling a little spicy, maybe there's political tension brewing, or maybe they just really want to see what happens. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. For India, it means their airlines are suddenly shelling out more cash for fuel, dealing with delayed flights and facing the wrath of passengers who just want to get to their destination already. It's an economic headache and a logistical nightmare, all rolled into one. But Pakistan doesn't get off scot-free either. See, closing airspace means losing out on those juicy overflight fees that India pays. Plus, it throws a wrench into international diplomacy and could even lead to economic strain. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, but with more airplanes. So what happens if Pakistan decides to play hardball with its airspace? Well, India's got a few tricks up its sleeve. Remember those alternative routes we talked about? Time to dust them off. There's the scenic southern route over the Arabian Sea, which is great if you're a bird, but not so great for fuel efficiency. Then there's the northern route through Central Asia, which comes with its own set of challenges, like navigating different countries' permits and regulations. And let's not forget about good old-fashioned sea routes for cargo, because sometimes when the going gets tough, you just got to load up a container ship and sail around the drama. Now let's talk numbers, because ultimately that's what this boils down to, right? Can India survive without Pakistani airspace? Absolutely. But it's going to cost them. We're talking increased fuel costs for airlines, higher ticket prices for passengers, and a whole lot of logistical headaches. Pakistan, on the other hand, loses out on those overflight fees, which could put a dent in their economy. It's a classic case of lose-lose, but with the added bonus of geopolitical tension. So, while alternative routes exist, they're like that backup generator you have in your basement. They work, but they're not ideal. So, there you have it, folks, the India-Pakistan airspace saga, a tale of geopolitics, economics, and the eternal struggle for, well, flying in a straight line. In conclusion, while India can manage without Pakistani airspace, it comes at a higher cost. Pakistan, on the other hand, loses revenue but gains political leverage. It's a delicate balancing act, and one that doesn't have an easy solution. Alternatives are available, but none are as cost-effective or convenient as simply flying over Pakistan. Thanks for watching, and let us know if you'd like a deeper analysis on any specific aspect. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and try not to get caught in any geopolitical crosswinds. Subscribe the channel if you like the video and hit the bell icon to get updates, please.